Hello guys, so in this video we'll talk about a data type dictionary in Python. In our previous video we have already talked about data type like list, tuple and set. In this video we will continue with dictionary data type. So without wasting time, I'm sharing my screen and you can see the Jupyter notebook. So I have already told you that list is represented by a square bracket, tuple is represented by a round bracket, and when it comes to curly bracket, there are two data types which are represented by curly bracket, right? So tuple is by round bracket and dictionary. When we talk about curly bracket, there are two data types, right? What are those? The first one is set and the second one is dictionary. Dictionary, those two data types are represented by curly bracket. Then what is the difference? We have already seen if I create a variable with just a curly bracket and keeping it blank, if I check the type of D, it will show me dictionary. Okay. Then, but if I pass any of the element into that, let's say 1, then it will not remain dictionary, it will become set. Then how to create dictionary? See, there is a, when we talk about dictionary, what comes into your mind? Now, normal English dictionary, one language to another language, what it is? You have some words and meaning for those words. That is a dictionary, right? Similarly, with that same concept, you can imagine dictionary will be always key value pair, like one key and maybe whatever is the value assigned to it. So in our English dictionary, there is a key that is nothing but a word, English word, and value means meaning of that word, right? So in that way, the dictionary works. So I'll create a dictionary D1. I'll create a dictionary D1 with curly braces, and the syntax should be 1. I'll write something like this: 1, the English name for that numeric, 2, 2. Similarly, 3, 3. Right. So if I create this and if I check the type of D1 now, so it is dictionary. So it is key value, key separated by comma, and key value should be separated by colon. And once one key value is done, then for next key value, you will write comma and then you will write again KV. KV. K means key, V means value. Right. Again, you know, in list and tuple, there are indexes, default indexes starting with 0. The forward indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In set, there is no index at all. There is no ordering. But in dictionary, what is the difference? It will not use any kind of default indexing. So you are creating your own indexing, and that indexing is nothing but the key. So what if I do D1 of 1? So what it will check? It will check for the this 1. It will check whether that 1 is present at the place of any of the key in this dictionary. If yes, then it will return the value corresponding to that, right? 1. D1 of 2, D1 of 3. Don't get confused. That 1, 2, 3 are just the numbers I have given. You can write anything there, right? There are some restrictions. We'll talk about that. So, but first start with the value. So what generally in list and tuple, what we do D1, this square bracket, and we pass the index number. So here that index number is replaced by the key. Okay, whatever key you pass, you will get the value corresponding to that key in dictionary. Okay, let's start it with value. What value can be anything, any data type. So if I take this dictionary, I'll copy this, I'll paste this, and instead of D1, I'll write D2. And you know, like it is 1, 2, 3. Now I'll write anything. Value can be number. So this is the number. A value can be string. So I'll keep it as a string. Value can be complex number. So I'll write 4 plus 6j. A value can be Boolean. Then a value can be list 5. I'll write a list that is 1, 2, 3. Value can be tuple 7, 8, 9. and value can be duplicate thing, right? So any duplicate value can be duplicated, like I'll write for 7, I'll write this once again. Okay, and what is remaining, a value can be set, so I'll write 8 and I'll pass some set. So in set I'll pass some of the value. Okay, code should end here. So the value can be anything, int, float. Okay, I'll create one more entry, that is 9, and the value can be float 32.4, right? So the value can be integer, float, complex number, string, tuple, boolean, anything. Then set dictionary. If I print D2, see, before colon whatever is there, those are the keys, and after colon it is value. So okay, there can be a dictionary within a dictionary, so value can be a dictionary as well. I'll show you that. So if I do D2 of 1, it will return the value corresponding to the key 1. Similarly, D2 of 8, it will do that. And dictionary is mutable in nature. So if I do this, I'll do D2 of, I'll print the D2 of 2. So it is 2. If I want to change this, if I want to change the value, I can do that. What I'll do, I'll do D2 of 2, and this key is present already in the dictionary. So if I do the assignment operator, if I pass something, so I'll write Akshay, right? And if you print D2 now, see that TWO2 is replaced with Akshay. And what if you write D2 of, and if you pass some of the key which is not already present in the dictionary, let's say 10 is not present. Okay, instead of number, I'll give some string. A key can be string as well. So I'll write A. And if I assign any value, so some random value, so it is accepted. And if I print D2, you can see a new key is added and value corresponding to that is added. So basically using this assignment operator, whatever key you pass over here, if that is present, then it will replace the older value with this value. If this key is not already present in the dictionary, then it will create a new entry. It will add this new key in the dictionary and assign this value to this key A. Okay. Now I'll show you there can be a dictionary within dictionary. So I'll add D2 of I'll write D, the name of the key as D. And I'll assign some dictionary within that. So again, what I'll write 12, something basic. Here 2 is a key. Okay. And I'll pass some value as something like this. So if I, what happened? Oh, sorry, there is a syntax error. It should be colon. If I print D2, you can see a new entry is added. The key is D and the value is dictionary, right? So there is possibility that is dictionary can be, there can be a dictionary within a dictionary. Okay. So all we talked about is what all values, like what all data types can be there at the place of values. Now let's talk about keys. So what all things can be keys? So the key can be integer. I'll create a new dictionary. A key can be integer. Don't put some focus on value. I'll put some random values. Key can be float. So, okay. A key can be a complex number, 2 plus 6, 5j. Then a key can be a string. I'll write key itself, key 1. And value can be anything, but right now I'm just writing randomly. I'm just keeping all the string, but value, what all values can be there are shown over here. Okay. Then I'll write k2. No, the string I have already shown you. The value can, the key can be string. A key can be tuple as well. So this is a tuple. and I'll pass some random value into that. Then a key can be Boolean, right? So I'll write something like that. Okay, so I'm just running this. If I print D3, all those different data types keys are already accepted. Okay, now there are few data types which I haven't entered here. You might have seen that, like, I haven't entered key as a list, key as a set, or key as a dictionary, because why? I'll show you why. So I'm creating a new dictionary D4, and within that I'll only enter one element. The key is a list. I'm trying to keep list as a key, and the value can be anything. And see what happens. It throws an error. A list cannot be a key. Okay, so that is clear. Now instead of this, what I'll do, I'll keep it as it is. I'll just copy this. I'll create an, instead of this, I'll try to keep set as a key. So again, same error. So a set cannot be a key. Now I'll again copy this, and I'll try to put dictionary. It is a dictionary, right? Key value pair as a key. So a dictionary cannot be key. A dictionary, a set, and a list can be value in a dictionary, but they cannot be a key. Okay. So now you know what all can be keys and what all can be values in a dictionary. Now, and I have already shown you that there can be duplicate values in a dictionary, but there cannot be duplicate key in a dictionary. I'll show you that. So let's create a new dictionary, D6. 1, 2, something like that. I'm just taking just integer keys for ease of understanding. Again 1, I'll write some number like this. Yes. If I print D6 now, you can see there are only two keys, 1 and 2. And the value for that is nothing but 99. Why? When you create this dictionary and in this order, what happens? It created a new key, and this is the value for that. It created this key and value for that. Then it tried to create this key, but this key already present, right? Then whatever is the value, it will replace the older value by new value. That's why here you can see for key 1, the 99 is there. For key 2, 453 is there. If I change the sequence, whatever is the latest, that will be the value. There will be the latest value for the same key. So instead of that, if I delete this, then I write it here, okay, and I'll print D7. You can see now the value of 1 is this. Whatever is the latest value, that will be shown, that will be kept, and the older value will be removed. Okay, so that's it. One more thing I'll show you. Now we have D6. Do we have D1, D2? I'll check. We have D1. Do we have D2? Yes, we have D2. I'll try to do D1 plus D2. Again, it is not possible. Just like set, plus operator is not present on for the dictionaries. So these are the basic things about dictionary. There are ways to add, to concatenate two dictionaries and all those things. I'll show you in my next video. There will talk about some of the built-in function which can be used on dictionary. Okay, so here I'll stop this video. Hope you understand something about the dictionary. Your knowledge got updated. If you like this kind of content, if you understood something, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those things to encourage me. This is Akshay Daga signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.